darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand now. Stand by me, stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, won't you stand by me? Oh, stand by me, oh, won't you stand by me? Stand by me.
Oh, darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Quédate, quédate junto a mí. Oh, darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Quédate, quédate junto a mí. Junto a mí.
About a bigger round of applause than that for Stand By Me. Good evening, everyone. I'm State Assemblyman Keith Wright, and I want to welcome you to the 6th annual fundraiser Gala for Palante. I remember standing on a cold street on 146th Street with Elcia Vasquez and a group of tenants, and to make sure that the buildings on that block were suitable for living. And now I see a room filled with landlords and tenants, and we're not fighting with each other, and Elcia is bringing us together to make sure that we make Upper Manhattan a better place to live. So from its inception, we have been working very, very hard, and it helps now that I'm chair of the New York State Assembly's Housing Committee, and so now Elcia and I, we can pack a 1-2 punch, right? So it is an honor to be able to MC this wonderful, wonderful event. We have with us a whole bunch of folks here. Some great people have come out to support Palante this evening. In no particular order, District Leader Maria Luna is with us here this evening. Where's Maria? Where's Maria? There she is in the back. Why are you hiding there? Why are you hiding? Hello, sugar. We have, well, once a council member, always a council member. We have former council member Adam Clayton Powell, who's with us here this evening. Where's Adam? We have Council Member Robert Jackson, who's with us here this evening. Council Member Mark Levine. I saw him somewhere, Mark Levine. Council Member Inez Dickens is here. You will be hearing from him later, but we have the Commissioner of the Division of Housing and Community Renewal, Commissioner Darrell Towns is with us here. But we have a very special person here who we need to hear from. He is obviously one of the most important figures we have here in the city, in the state, and the nation, but he's also our friend, and he's never, no problem is too big or too small. He has been out on the street corners with Elcia, and he's come here to show his support. I give to you our conscience of the Congress, our lion of Lenox Avenue, your congressman, our congressman, Charles B. Rangel.
My county leader, thank you, good evening. And let me first thank all of you for standing by me when I needed you. It's my understanding that you rather eat, dance, and have fun than listen to these eloquent political speeches. So I'm going to ask all of my public officials just to come and to stand with me as we wish you the best for the holiday season. Inez, Keith, Adam, come on up here. Adam Powell. Jackson, Robert Jackson was here a minute ago. I saw Mark Levine. Come on up. Come on, let the people see you. They want to eat, drink, and have a good time. Maria Luna, Queen of the Queens. There she is. Is Mida still here? I saw her, Linares. Okay, and Mark has left. Mark Levine was at the door when we walked. There's Mark, okay. We all decided, we all had great speeches, and we're prepared to give them. 10, 15 minutes apiece. We agreed to be short. But then we took a look at your faces, and we kind of felt that you may not want to hear from all of us. But me being an old man, they can't stop me. And so I just want you to know that we are so thankful for the support that you've given to us. But we're thankful, too, that someone like Elsia can find out that you don't always have to be fighting. People want to win sometime. And even though we don't have in the Constitution that this government should provide everyone with decent and affordable housing, Jeff, come on up there. NAACP's in the house. Jeff Eaton, come on up here. That you cannot have the pursuit of happiness unless you have shelter. We could talk about health care, we could talk about food, we could talk about clothing, water, and all those things that we need to survive. But without shelter, we cannot survive. Elsie was able to take tenants and landlords and bring people together to recognize that all of our ambitions, everything that we aspire for ourselves and our family, means that in this village we're going to be recorded, not for how many fights we picked, but for what we were able to do to improve the quality of life for everybody. Now, I have a bill in the Congress that's based on the same concepts that I had with an earlier bill. The Earned Income Tax Credit, which has been the law for over 20 years, all it says is you work every day, and at the end of the day, based on the number of people in your family, you're still in poverty, then the federal government will give you a check to take you out of poverty. And I'm saying that since we don't have a luxury house crisis in our city, we should make certain that all of the houses that we have are affordable, and for the developers, we can promise them that no one is going to pay more than 30% of their income toward the rent, and the government will cushion that difference so that we all can work together cooperatively. And so I didn't intend to let you know that, but when I saw the Commission of Housing from the state and saw the victory that the governor had, you tell the governor that based on the applause that you heard here and the vote that he got, Commissioner Towns, that we expect that he'll take a good look at this and supporting it in Washington. End of speeches. Have a great time. Palante, thank you. Where's Elsia? Come on over here with your pretty self. And we publicly want to thank you for all that you've done, all you have been doing, and you can depend. When you call one of us, you have all of us. Thank you so much. Si se puede.
Well done, Congressman Rangel. Thank you so much. Now, a couple of people I didn't get a chance to acknowledge. Certainly, this event is so important to the governor of the state of New York. He sent two of his top people here. And certainly with us from the governor's office, we have Myra Linares, who is here with us. Myra, there's Myra. And Jen Rivera. Where's Jen? Jen Rivera, she's somewhere. There she is. She's eating already. Also with us is State Committee person Londell Davis, who's with us here this evening. So, without any further ado, Charlie Rangel kind of took care of it. Oh, there's Londell. Charlie Rangel kind of took care of it, but it is my job to introduce to you the lady and the reason why we are all here this evening. And not only does she look resplendent in her evening gown, but she is the epitome of beauty and brains. She keeps us all accountable and just wants Upper Manhattan to be a safe and affordable place to live. Please give a rousing applause for Elsia Vasquez, the leader, the founder of Palante.
Pa'lante, mi gente. Thank you. Muchas gracias. We're going to do a quick exercise, and for those of you that have been at our events before, you know I don't speak much. But I want every Palante Harlem member to stand. Cada miembro de Palante, quiero que se paren de la silla. Quiero verlos. Can these folks please have a big round of applause? Up there as well. And the Palante kids from Stand and Deliver program, love you, thank you for coming. For those of you that do not know me, my name is Elsia Vasquez, and I'm the founder and president of Palante Harlem. We're a grassroots tenant advocacy organization. Palante is about us. It's about we as a community, how we impact change. And the way we do it is really by educating residents about their rights. And believe it or not, we also educate landlords about what they can and cannot do. So I want to first and foremost thank everyone in this room, because you are all supporters of this gala. You're all supporters of this wonderful organization, and you are actually part of this organization, so I want to thank you. I want to also thank, of course, our event sponsors, and I'm going to call them by name, by company name. If you guys could just quickly just stand up, and if you guys could give a big round of applause. Tal Prop, Jaritza Taveras, thank you. Israel Weinberger, thank you. HCDC, with Curtis Archer and his team, thank you. And of course, L&M Development Partners, Ron Moles. Is Ron here yet? Thank you. There's, in addition to having the sponsors here, in addition to having these wonderful supporters and members, there's also one key person here that actually came, and he's a tremendous supporter of our organization, and that is Commissioner Darrell C. Towns, and I would like for him to come up, say a couple of words for us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Elsie, and good evening, everyone. You know, I've been commissioner almost 3 years now, and there have been a number of occasions where I've had things planned, and the governor will call me and say, Darrell, I need you to drop your plans and go represent me at this particular place. So I got a call this week. The governor said, Darrell, what are you doing Thursday night? And I said, uh-oh. I had already spoken to Elsie and told her I would be at this great event. And he says, I'd like for you to go represent me at Palante. And I said, okay, cool. I got that, Governor. So I'm happy to be here to join amongst you friends and a few of my former colleagues, Assemblyman Adam Clayton Powell, former Assemblywoman Vanessa Gibson, and of course, the Chairman of Housing, Assemblyman Keith Wright. I come here tonight representing the governor, but also I come here as a kid from Harlem. And now, even though I do have a Brooklyn address, when you've had as much Sherman's Barbecue and Curry Dodd, I kind of make myself a person from Harlem as well. And I know of all the great work that Elsie and Palante has done, and come to support her because I get a lot of credit for preserving affordable housing, but we can't do it unless we have our partners. And our partners like Elsie are making sure that our tenant community is informed of their rights, to make sure that they can work for themselves in order to make sure that we can continue to make sure that every New Yorker has a safe, affordable house over their head. So Elsie, again, let me congratulate you on another great gala. We look forward to continued success. On behalf of my other colleagues representing Governor Cuomo, Jen Rivera and Myra Linares, we're here representing Andrew Cuomo and his commitment to affordable housing. So again, to everyone, congratulations, have a great evening. And Elsie, it's back to you. Thank you so much.
Many people have asked me, why is Palante needed in the first place? And we need Palante. This community needs Palante. Every community needs a Palante, especially here in the city of New York. Palante is needed because Palante is needed to make noise. Palante is needed to help tenants go to court. Palante is needed in order to stop the harassment of tenants, which is in many cases is done by some very bad landlords. So Palante is needed. We probably need about, I don't know, 25, 30, 40, 50 more Palantes. But, quite frankly, we only have one Palante and they belong to us. And we want to make sure that this Palante that we do have stays in business, not only survives, but thrives.
Palante is needed in New York City, and in particular in northern Manhattan, where they're located, in large part due to the amount of development and the potential for displacement in that part of the city. There's a lot going on, both in terms of new development and preservation of affordable housing, and Palante is a stabilizing influence where they can really help tenants who are living up there realize their rights and understand what they can and need to do to protect themselves. And Palante has been a big part of that.
A lot of us in Harlem or in other boroughs, we're new to this housing and owning and managing housing thing. And we're just eaten up by attorneys, by contractors, and HPD and other agencies like that. They are not as helpful as they say that they are going to be. But this is an organization that cuts right through all of the red tape, helps us to understand what the housing stock is, how we can get good contractors, how we can get good attorneys. So this is needed because it takes the frustration out of the bureaucracy for us.
And Palante came into my life at a point where I was almost going to have this mental breakdown because of my concern of becoming homeless again. I'm on Social Security. I can't afford to pay rent anywhere else. I've been where I am for 45 years. Where would I go? What would I do? What would become of the rest of my life?
The kind of work that I have seen done here is really helping the community. I see that there is good management, there is passion, and there is action, and there is commitment to help the community. And I think it is genuine.
An organization of Palante does the work and respects people and gets things done. There's no other organization that pulls in the strategic approach of having city agencies come in and look at a building and work to support the quality of the building, hopefully with the support of the landlord. If not, then providing encouragement that he will turn around and provide the housing that he should.
Palante is needed because, as I said, there is a lot of people like me who don't know their rights, who don't know what to do in a situation like this when you have an abusive landlord and you don't know who to go to. There is no place that you can get an advice from. And ever since I knew about Palante Harlem, everything is clear. I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not scared of anything anymore. I know I got their support. I know that they got my back. And I'm very happy.
No nos están ayudando en eso. Aparte de eso hay muchas injusticias. Aparte de eso uno no sabe los derechos que tiene uno. Y realmente Palante es una organización que nos está ayudando a abrir los ojos y ver los derechos que nosotros podemos tener.
There are people that are just defenseless. We were not prepared for this level of big-time real estate corruption. Will do anything they can, to take stuff away.
A lot of times there are landlords out there that pretty much Palante puts the fear of God in, and that's important because, I mean, anyone can be into real estate and be an investor. It takes a really sound person with good judgment for that person to actually do the right things.
That's good for me, for my family, and now I got my apartment, fix everything, got everything new. I pay less rent. I recommend this one.
I do know Palante Harlem do help a lot of tenants with a lot of situations they've been a rescue for a lot of buildings in a lot of ways.
A place like Palante is very necessary. If you need advocacy, especially for tenants' rights, this is definitely the place that you need to come to.
An organization like Palante is needed in our community. Landlords have lawyers, the people have Palante.
About a round of applause for that wonderful video. As we proceed, next item on our agenda here for this evening is the delivery of our keynote speech. I'm very excited about our keynote speech. So here to deliver the keynote address, if I can ever get this thing in here. All right. Here to deliver the keynote speech is a man who has distinguished himself in terms of being socially responsible, in terms of being what we call one of the good guys. And when I talked about Elsia being able to bring landlords and tenants together, we're talking about this guy as being the main landlord, and we wish we had so many more like him. He is the founder of Janus Properties, and he actually gives Palante their space, their office space. And I can't remember a time in all of my involvement with Palante for the past 6 or 7 years that this man has not been involved and has always been able to, has always lent his hand in order to give help. So please give a round of applause for our keynote speaker, Scott Metzner, founder of Janus Properties. Come on up, Scott. I know we're interrupting your dinner here.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Scott Metzner, and I'm a landlord. A landlord. Bad landlord, good tenants, bad tenants, good landlords, rats, urine smells, broken elevators,